Good afternoon. The thing that haunts the web is tweaking an old art piece. And that's what she's doing. She's going to tweak this one and the one over there. I've had them for a number of years, and each year I pull them out. Right now, I'm tweaking it because the stars were done in chalk, so I'm doing them with a little yellow marker that I have here and doing dots. Some stars are foil, and some of them are drawn in, like with yellow marker. And the dots are, some are in chalk, but not anymore. I'm covering over them with dots with a marker. This is my favorite one. This one deals with Perseids shower. And also all the other little creatures that I've met over the years, like I ran into rabbits. We used to have wild rabbits. We still have the possums. And of course, raccoons from time to time. Skunks, I haven't seen as much. And their tails are gonna have to be redone because they're in chalk. I will have to find something light enough. What I'm gonna do, I may have to go somewhere and see if I can find a white marker. I know they probably do, probably not by itself, but yeah, I want to tweak that. Maybe I can get to do that this weekend. But yeah, since I last saw you, it's just been a week. For those on Facebook, they know. Let's see, one of the Stray Cat Society to have her babies in the attic over the garage, and then she decided not to be with them. So one of the stronger ones hollered for hours and hours and hours, and she's sitting out there down somewhere else. I'm like, I know you hear this kid of yours crying. And it was too many hours and no answer. You know, usually cats, it's pretty fun. They always come back, but she wasn't. My mom said maybe it wasn't hers. I don't know what the deal is. But when I called for the city, they couldn't help me. They said they couldn't climb up in the attic due to somebody falling out of the attic and hurting themselves. So I had to call the number they gave me, and they crawled up there. They knew how to crawl up in the attic. And there's the mother cat. She wasn't in her spot down here to the ground. She was up there, but the kid was still hollering and still hollering and still hollering, and she did not really as interested as she could be. She's been a weird one. I'll explain a little more later. So they put like a one-way, so one way in, well, I mean one way out and no way in, so they can catch her, the kittens. So basically, they had to come out tomorrow, well, the next day, what I'm trying to say, and see about her. She's out, but the kittens are still the same kitten, hollering, hollering, hollering. So they climb up and it was supposed to be 4 kittens because that's what the man saw. And he took the 3 and had to be called back because we still heard meowing. So they came back, and promptly there was a kitten hollering there, so they had to cut an area behind my refrigerator because it sounded like it may have fallen, and only discovered not just 1 but 2 kittens. So basically it's 5 kittens in all that they ended up taking away safely away to a shelter. It's been just a rough week, and that cost us to retrieve the kittens, plus seal whatever holes so nobody else comes in. That cost you close to almost $300. It's like, can our money not go out the door? But I believe that was the right thing to do because I was not going to let kittens be in the walls or starving or anything else. Yeah, as far as the mother, she's had a kitten or 2 before, and weird things. I don't know if it's the energy we have around here, or it's just her, or whatever it is. Outside the house, I have neighbors that aren't very kind, and weird things seem to happen every time they look upon me and get angry or whatever the problem the hell is. She brought up a kitten that was a considerable age. It walked by itself. It seemed like the next day, the next time I saw it, it was dead on the porch. Okay, weird. Then another time, one year, she brought over another kitten. I looked around, it's dead on the porch. I picked up more dead anything, and so I had to like, you know, we're not gonna have death like that. I've had a cat, the way it looked on my porch looked like it'd been thrown and thrown on my porch, and it was dead. The way it was sprawled, something's not right. And I know the neighbor that I fussed about and complained about in the past about my tree and everything, because I know you see my videos, has a tendency to spray poisons or whatever around. Not good. So it's like, I don't know. But, you know, we'll let truths uncover themselves, because I am just exceedingly tired. But I put a measure of protection that anything that is in and around my house to be safer here, because once it steps away from that house, you're just whatever. And I've tried to put extra protection around, you know, my cats too, who also like to step away a bit. So it's been a rough week. So I've been kind of changing things, tweaking walls. I will be tweaking that, and because I'm going to totally Mod Podge is what I'm trying to say. And I take it out every year because this represents the night hours. And for me, the other one over there represents daylight. And I took them out. Ouch, hurt my elbow. I've had it for a number of years. You can kind of tell I've had it. Some of the colors have faded. This was in white. I put it in yellow because for their lives. Just tweaking with glitter and stuff. My mind is all over the place. And then of course I put up, like I mentioned, my Earth Day stuff. And yeah, this is my daylight stuff. I've got to rehinge, re-glue. 30 the birds are in chalk. They're going to not be in chalk. I will probably change their color too. Some stuff I had to glue back. I pulled this out, it came apart. The girl lost her head, I had to fix it. Couldn't find the head, so I had to make her a new head. But some of these things are going to be re-glued and everything else, because it's been a while, you know, and stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do, because I do want these. I pull them out every year. And for some reason, this spot, I have to work with it a little bit more, take it down, work with it. It doesn't want to stick. Maybe super glue, something. But I had this on the floor because I didn't want glitter on cat food down there. And new stuff. Parts of my week have been rough. If I'm not feeling totally bleh, and somehow there's a check I needed to pay, and somehow I misplaced a check that was given to me by a family member, because they said, we want to help out because you're doing a whole lot of this and another. One check appeared but the other, and I'm like, are you sure you gave it to me? Yeah, that's the kind of week I've had. We did other things that seemed like our money went out the door. You did your taxes. I don't know why I do those. I never get anything, ever. Not because I'm not trying. Is you're on your pension and they insist you do your taxes. You don't get nothing. Jobs are too funny. Nobody wants to hire. I go, they look at me up and down. Ageism, whatever. So that's my kind of rant of the week. Let's do some pausing and hear my clock singing. I tidied up different stuff, and like I said, these are from the Sierra Club. I'd like to send them something, but they have to wait a minute. Yeah, they send me the cards, but I have no one to send cards to anymore. Everybody is like near, and the person I talk to far away, we either video chat or whatever. And the person I was writing to has moved. That I was following, and I was like, okay. But yeah, I just wanted to tweak a favorite of mine, and that's what I'm working on right now. Because, you know, lightning bugs, and I've noticed that lately, even with turning out all the lights and whatever else during the spring months, I've noticed there are not as many lightning bugs. I'm hoping to bring other plants in when I do my 2 side gardens for extra pollination. The vine that I have out there, when it blooms, the bees love it. I want a little bit more, and I'll show that in a video next time, because I'm hoping to get out there before the rain hits. I told the cats we get tired of being inside. Right now it's trash day. If we had to sit out on the porch and watch the rain, we will do that. It's some things are just boring. And somebody will recognize this. I've seen that before. Yeah, I'm just doing tweaking here and there with glitter, with the markers, just something to perk up my spirits. Other things I've been doing are, yeah, I watched YouTube, but when I want to relax and read a book, I turn to the part of YouTube where they do like the night ambience, but I look for the ones that say no ads. It's more relaxing. You don't have to tap the thing to get rid of the ads. You can enjoy listening to the sound of the waves or whatever without being disturbed by some stupid ad. Wish they could do that for regular TV. You forget what you're watching because they have so many ads. I don't have the stuff you can't afford anyway, and I'm kind of tired. And then I'm able to relax and read my book undisturbed. And I noticed since I've done that, since we've done things like seal the house tighter and other things, I noticed even the animals in the house are a bit more relaxed. They're not fussy or fighty with each other. It's peaceful. Our house is just and I think the house said I had enough of all these invasions of all kinds, so it was supposed to happen. The kittens I know are safe because I saw a segment that showed Garland and they showed the kittens. I said, that's him, so they're fine. I know they're okay. But I know it's gonna get better. I am a friend that talk back and forth on Facebook. We greet each other in the morning because she gets up to feed her animals, and so do I. We give each other encouragement and say, you know, may your day be good, and you know, vice versa. Things are going to get better, and we say yes, despite how we're feeling physically or mentally. We encourage each other and keep going. All I can say to you, my friends, that I hope your weekend and the rest of the week and months, may good things come to each and every one of you. And I'll keep you posted. But right now, I'm just gonna do my best, but I may have to find something that'll hold that together, because the stuff I had aged, of course, and then I tried to use it, like, no, it's not holding, it needs stronger glue. It really does. And just have fun. This cloud will get a crystal glitter for the clouds. Yes, these are for the stars. That's a cloud. That's part of a cloud and the moon, and I've got to glue. But yeah, just tweaking things here and there and try to keep it as busy as I can. Looking forward to Earth Day. I've got to go back out. Also, I had to wash all my plant and cat stuff. The stuff that I had in the shelters, my garage. This is all that I washed. It's all clean. Sorry about the lighting. Our lighting has never been great in our house ever. I washed and washed and washed and washed and washed, washed, washed. Yeah, our poor, we gotta repair different stuff, but yeah, all that is washed for the year. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's how busy your girl stays. Heck, you think I was staying on a farm. Yeah, since I saw you, my birthdays came, so I've gotten myself things like little extra plants for the living room. I did buy myself some chairs. Let's go outside for a while. Let me turn this off. Nobody told me these things you would have to charge. Quite often, it loses its power too fast. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I bought these. I wanted another type of chair, but seeing the price of chairs and other people who know that it costs a little bit of money, would I really want to pay that? No, so I decided to find something that was on sale. I got these at home, a whole lot cheaper and comfortable. One of my relatives, in-law relatives, gave me this, and I added a bottom piece. I didn't know what to do with this piece. It was by itself, and it was resting, and then I took the rest off and painted it with a marker and glued it with the Gorilla Glue, and it's solar powered, and it brightens up the whole porch. Just like that, brightens up the whole porch because it's solar powered. And this is solar powered. But that's what I'm doing. I see they've taken the recycle. I'm trying not to point because I have a neighbor. I don't think she's gonna want to be on the picture. She's nice. I like her. But otherwise, we're supposed to get rain. I see the clouds are moving in. It's supposed to rain tonight. I will come outside and work the side flower bed, whether it rains or not. Not in the rain, of course. But yeah, I'm just trying to get things started. Some plants are coming up. Some seedlings are coming up. I did throw seeds down. I threw some sink before. I'm hoping they'll come up. I did throw some wild flower seeds. I see they are coming up. Yay. But like on this side, let's see. What's going on? I got to work this flower bed. As you see, I need to work it. I've got to cut those so they don't drive the trees crazy, or myself. And I will cut them back because I need the people to see what they're doing. And I got to do that back area. Yep, there's always work. And as you see, these are getting ready to start to bloom. So I've got to work that. I know what my weekend looks like. Clip and cut, clip and cut. I have no choice. Yep, you're always clipping and cutting. Ugh. Otherwise, this is how it goes. And I will do it promptly. I don't care if I have to stand, but I'll probably do the vine first since it's out of control at the moment. Oh, sorry. But that is what's going on in my life. It's always a bit of work. Yeah, I will charge that again. But yeah, I don't have good lighting here. Okay, but you know what I got to do. Like I said, have a good weekend.